Okay, here we go for the 56th time.
56th.
That's right. Whether it makes you laugh, cry, scream, or fly, there's a song for every emotion. We're Mike and Priya, and we talk about the songs that make up the soundtrack to your life. Because life is in the lyrics.
Hello, little listeners, and welcome back to Life is in the Lyrics. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Mike, have we ever explained why we call our listeners little listeners?
I think we did a long time ago. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We call you guys our little listeners because...
What's going on here? What's going on? What's happening?
I don't know. I'm all jazzed up. I'm a little wired right now.
Yeah.
So we call you little listeners our little listeners because life is in the lyrics.
Right.
The acronym of that is LIITL, L-I-I-T-L. And as you've been listening, you'll know Priya and I have a really hard time spelling out that acronym
We
sometimes.
sure do. Me more than you.
Yeah, but it's not a competition, Priya.
No, but
you
this
do
is
win that one.
And it's not one that I want to win.
Yeah.
It's not one that I want to win.
That's okay.
But that just kind of worked out for us, didn't it? The acronym. And it's such a cute little thing. Like we got our own name for our 27 listeners.
I know. No, we have more than 27.
Okay, we do, because they are from around the world.
They are. And I'll tell you something. That episode with Neil and Tracy,
Yeah.
there are over 90 downloads of that episode alone.
Okay.
And that only came out on November 5th. So
Wow.
what, like 20 days ago, maybe? Not even 20 days?
So like almost 3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's great. Thanks to Neil and Tracy for sharing their story. And if you haven't heard that episode, check it out on any platform that you get your podcast from.
That is correct. That was a very special episode. And it was just like Mike said, it was just a few weeks ago. I will tell you exactly what the title of it was, though.
Anniversary Special.
It's our anniversary special. That episode is called The LIITL Podcast First Anniversary Special.
What's it called?
The First Anniversary Special.
Yeah.
Did you already say that?
I did.
Oh, and I thought you were just making like a comment about it having been our first anniversary special.
No,
And that's also the
that
name
was
of
the
it.
name of it.
And
yeah.
you let me look it up like an idiot.
Listen, if there's anything I've learned doing this podcast with you, my dear
Don't
co-host,
try to stop her talking.
that and
And?
try telling you what to do.
That's right. You think
Good
I'm
luck.
bad for that? Oh, you should see Danielle.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, God.
Well, speaking of Danielle and
yeah.
speaking of our anniversary, I thought that I would just take a moment to acknowledge our super fan, Jason,
Yes.
who wrote in again because
he?
he's awesome. And he wanted to give us some feedback about the post-anniversary party episode.
Okay.
So he writes in saying, damn, listening to your most recent podcast made me feel even more bummed out that we didn't make it out to celebrate.
Yeah.
Clearly, a good time was had by all.
It was.
Standout highlights for me, the butt crack conversation.
How could that not be a standout?
I know. And asking someone you just met if they're sexually active. Suitably
Who
unhinged.
did that? Who would do such a thing? That's so rude. Mike, that's so rude of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Grace can tell you. Just get a shout out to Grace.
Yet another Priya culpa.
Yeah. So thank you, Jason, for that feedback. We love it when you write in. We love
do.
it when everybody writes in.
We do.
We
and
do.
so far, it's mostly Jason who
It
writes
is.
in. And we love that.
Yeah. We do get texts from people, but
We do.
we
And-
would love to get some other emails.
We would.
And
And here
DMs.
Mike goes shilling for.
Yeah.
But yes. Tell him how to do it, Mike. It's
You can
pathetic.
slide into our DMs
Right in there.
on the LIITL Podcast on Instagram. That's the LIITL Podcast. Or you can email us at lifeisinthelyrics@gmail.com.
You know what else they can do that would make us so happy because the holiday season is almost coming? And here's a gift that everybody can give us.
Yeah.
Just share
Actually, you
Like.
could give the gift
of
to the
our
people
podcast.
you know. Yeah.
Share it with your friends if they need something as a little pick-me-upper.
Yeah.
Because if we're good for anything and we're not good for much, we're good for a laugh.
For yourself, lady.
Hey, I don't want to know what happens in these four walls when I'm not around,
Yeah.
okay?
All right. Well, let's get into our little banter.
Yes, let's do that because that's what it says on our script now.
Yeah.
In all caps. Banter.
Banter. Banter.
It should say banter, bitches.
Banter bitches?
Yeah.
Are we bitches?
Well,
Are we
it
the
could be
banter
both
bitches?
like banter, comma, bitches,
Oh,
and
yeah.
also that we are the banter
The
bitches.
banter bitches. Yeah.
You said you had something to tell me about Dawn.
Yes. So I'm a
Okay.
little wired and jacked up
Right.
because, and it's sad and happy.
Okay.
Happy because I'm jacked up on this amazing, delicious treat that he brought me back from our local cafe,
Okay.
Coco's.
Mm-hmm.
When Dawn and I first bought the house,
Mm-hmm.
we got possession of the house in 2019 in July, I think it was. And we spent the night here. I said to Dawn, we're going to sleep at our house the first night.
Yeah.
And he's like, we don't have any furniture or anything. And I'm like, it's okay. I got it under control. And I got an inflatable mattress and everything.
Fun.
And I had it all set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning we thought, oh, we'll explore the neighborhood. Not that we don't really know the neighborhood, but
Right.
you know, when you move into a neighborhood, you
100%.
don't really know what's
Where's
around.
going to be my little spots?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So around the corner, like literally just around the corner
Mm-hmm.
is a cafe called Coco's.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Coco's at the time. It was a previous owner, but it's this really cute little cafe
Mm-hmm.
on the College Street strip. And we went there for a little bit of breakfast and we sat outside on the bench and we were like, this is so perfect. It's so great to have a little
Yeah.
place. The cafe was taken over by a young couple just before the pandemic.
Okay.
And so they put some money into it and they really were a lifesaver for the pandemic because they set up their cafe with basically they built this portable bar or something that just fit in the doorway.
Okay.
And it was all protected with the plexiglass, but they had
Right.
all their treats that they would bake in the window.
Okay.
And every day we would go for a walk because we had Riva and we would pick up something at the cafe.
Yeah.
There'd always be a lineup. They
Mhm.
did amazing business. And we go there all the time. We
Mhm.
still go there all the time. Dawn went there today, came back with an amazing sticky bun, cardamom sticky bun. It was so good.
Cardamom. Okay.
I had that just before you arrived, so I'm a little jacked up.
Right. Sugar high.
Yeah.
Sugar high. Yeah.
The sad part of this is,
Oh, are they closing?
yes,
Why?
the landlord won't renew their lease.
What? So what's he going to do?
He's going to rent it out to his sister who's opening up a friggin' homeopathy business. That cafe is packed. It's packed every weekend. People sitting outside, people indoors.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it's different from other cafes in that it's a real neighborhood cafe.
Right.
And it's just really sad that it's going to
Couldn't they just move to another place on the street?
Well, as it turns out, the owners, they found out they're pregnant.
Okay.
And they don't have time to look for a new
Right.
place, get it set up, train everybody
Mhm,
before the baby arrives. So it's very
Oh, that
sad,
is
and we're really
sad.
going to miss it.
Yeah. It's like it's hard when a piece of the neighborhood goes missing, you know?
Yeah.
Like a
And it's more than just a cafe because it's a place of gathering,
mhm.
right? It's a place where community creates community.
Especially if it was that community was created during the pandemic,
Yeah.
which is when so much of community kind of dispersed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's special and
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
So it's very sad, but they're lovely, lovely people.
Mm.
And I think I'm going to make them a baby quilt.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet. Mike that is one of his best talents is making these quilts. I have never been a recipient of one because apparently they're just for babies. So, but he makes them
Sometimes
incredible.
The way you act.
Then maybe
You
I
might
should
be
get one.
worthy of
Wah,
I'm
I
kidding.
want a
I'm
quilt.
kidding. Yeah. So a little bit of happy, a little bit of sad,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But maybe they'll come back after they've had the baby and maybe they'll
Maybe.
find a
Maybe
new spot.
baby.
Maybe
We'll
baby.
see. How are you? How's your week been?
It's been a really good week. Just before I got here, I was crying into my oatmeal as I was
Why?
having my breakfast. Good tears though.
Okay.
Because I was reading Entertainment Weekly, and I always start my morning with my tea and then just looking at Entertainment Weekly, and then I go over to CNN and I'm just like, what's going on in the world?
Oh yeah.
Let's focus on entertainment.
Yeah.
And then let's focus on the reality show of the world. So I was looking at, there's all these articles about Wicked, the second
Oh,
part
yeah,
of that
yeah.
has come out. And there was an article about Cynthia Erivo. Erivo? Ooh, Erivo. Cynthia,
Mhm.
and how she went back to the high school she had gone to,
Oh yes.
and she sang with their choir. Did you see
I saw
that?
that. She surprised them.
She surprised them, and it was
Yeah.
just, it was like it was all girls. Actually, I
mhm.
didn't notice that until now, but I guess it was an all girls school. So this whole choir is just singing her big number,
Yeah.
Changed for Good. And then she walks in and they just start screaming and they're like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
aflutter and crying. And it was just so beautiful to see how emotional the kids got, but also how emotional she got. And it was just, I don't know, it just made me so happy just seeing all these young girls like looking up to their icon and just that opportunity to meet her. And then she sang a little bit with them.
Yeah.
It was so sweet.
It is nice to start the day. It's actually just nice any time of the day to have
Yeah.
these feel-good stories
I know.
that come into whether we're reading it or
Yeah.
pop up on our screen. Yeah, we need more of
Yes.
those because we just
No.
need more of those.
We just need more of those. And I noticed that my Instagram feed now is full of those kinds of things because I guess I've
Oh.
started to, like
Click on
a lot
them
of those.
Yeah.
So I always see these happy moments or good moments or like just humans doing nice things for each other.
Yeah.
And it makes me really happy.
And good. So you a
Yeah.
happy girl today.
I'm a happy girl today. I also
Happy
have a
tears.
question for you, Mike. Okay, this is a good question because I'm very curious to see what you're going to say.
Okay.
When is it okay to start decorating for the holidays?
I have
Why
a feeling
laugh
we've
you?
had this conversation. When do I think? I think it's too early
Okay.
before December 1st.
Oh, okay.
And quite frankly, that there are so many places that have Christmas trees up. I think I said in a couple of episodes ago that
Yeah,
there
right
was-
after.
before November 11th,
I know.
I saw a Christmas tree. Yeah,
Before
it's,
that I
it's
think is
too early.
wrong. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you ask, my dear?
Well, because today, as I was looking through Instagram just at the beginning, checking messages and stuff, there was a post that said, science has shown that people who decorate early are happier because they are getting into the spirit of something. They have things to look forward to. It brings, anticipation for the season and everything. And I was like, oh, well, Danielle and I must be very happy people because our tree's been up for 2.5 weeks.
Who are these scientists?
Well, let's see if I can find that.
Instagram algorithm 1 and Instagram algorithm 2.
No, well,
Walmart, Amazon.
I mean, it wasn't that kind of
Wasn't
thing.
sponsorship.
It wasn't a sponsorship thing. But let me just see if I can find that. You always ask me for.
It's okay. You could just
Okay,
say, I don't know.
here it is. People who
Okay.
decorate early for Christmas are happier according to science. Psychologists suggest that decorating early for Christmas can make people happier by triggering nostalgia and excitement for joyful times. This was a post by Lad Bible.
By Lad Bible. Mhm.
And they are a media news company.
Yeah.
So I don't really know who they are. But anyways, I just thought that was interesting that popped up because we have had our tree up for a while. We actually put a tree on our porch, but for Halloween, but we put a sheet over it and made it look like a ghost. And then we
great
lit it
idea.
up on
Yeah,
Halloween.
yeah.
So that was really fun.
Oh, cool.
And then we just gradually started decorating the house for Halloween, for Christmas.
Right.
So it's pretty much all decorated.
But I seem to recall, you telling me a story about getting a new Christmas tree?
We do have a new Christmas tree, yes.
Yes,
We
and-
got
and
that
so
on
let's-
Halloween Day.
Halloween Day, that's right. And
picked
then
it up.
you picked it up, and then you brought it home.
We did.
And then what happened?
Then
Tell the little listeners what happened.
We just needed to see
Yeah.
where potentially it might go in the living
uh-huh.
room. We're both in this new house. So
Yeah.
we're like, we just need to see if it fits and if we need to adjust we need to move plants or
Right.
adjust things. So we thought we would just put it up, just assemble it so we could see the width of it and how it worked. And then we just left it there up.
And did the tree get plugged in?
That day it got plugged in so that we could see
Wow.
the lights and how they worked because I've never had a pre-lit tree before.
Oh.
And then we were like, but we're not going to decorate it because we're not crazy. And we waited another week to do that.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
So there you are. And so would you say that you're happier and you've
Yes.
something to look forward to?
Yes, 100%. I feel that because the nights are so, like the days, I should say, are so short and
Yeah.
it does make us endlessly happy to just turn the lights on and just feel that, I don't know,
Glow.
it just feels glowy.
Yeah.
Have you heard of hygge?
Yes, you mentioned it in the last episode.
Yes, so
Or 2 episodes
that is
ago.
my goal for this
Okay.
winter,
Mm-hmm.
is trying to embrace that spirit of embracing winter. And one of the things is lighting is key element of that, of just
Okay.
creating a glow and a warmth in the
Okay.
house. So that's
Great.
what we're all about.
All right. Well, that's very good. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah.
I have 2 other things on my list of things I wanted to talk to you
Oh,
about.
please.
So when you came in today,
Yeah.
what did you see? What did I proudly show you today?
Mike made a really gorgeous apple pie.
It looks
Latticed
good. Yeah.
apple pie.
Can we post a photo of that
We
on our
sure
social?
should. We need to post a
I'm
little
so
video
proud
of you. It's beautiful. It looks
It's my first pie.
What?
I've never made a pie before.
What?
I made the pie pastry myself.
What?
I know. I'm a cake maker and
Oh
a
my
cookie
God,
maker.
Mike,
That's
is
my
this-
first pie.
Are you being serious right now?
Seriously.
In your entire life, you have never baked?
I've never made a pie. I've baked pie. Usually someone else has made the pie. I've just baked it.
I'm flabbergasted
Yeah.
because you cook and bake a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's
Not
my
so
first
much
pie.
since you became like a, socialite, but I'm amazed. And it is gorgeous. It really does look bakery worthy.
Thank you.
And
Thank
it
you.
smells
I hope it tastes
bakery
good.
worthy. Oh.
So yes, I had baked this amazing apple pie. I
Right.
hope it's amazing.
Uh-huh.
I've been baking apple stuff like a crazy man
Yeah.
the last couple of
Why
weeks.
is that, Mike?
Because our neighbor's 50-foot apple tree,
Mhm.
I think I may have talked about this where I was out on the roof picking apples.
How many apples do you think you picked?
Oh,
Like how many garbage bags full, if you were to say?
I would say at least 2 garbage bags full.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot. What did you do with all those apples?
Well, I've been baking,
Uh-huh.
doing a lot of baking.
You didn't give any to me.
I know, because I haven't made anything vegan.
No, but you just give me some apples.
I'll give you some apples. There's
Our
some apples
dogs
to
eat
take.
apples every night after
Okay.
their dinner.
Yeah, because they're now near the end. I mean, that's boring. What I wanted to say though was,
Okay.
last weekend I baked 4 apple crumbles.
Okay.
3,
4?
Yeah, 4 apple crumbles, 3 or 4 loaves.
Uh-huh.
I baked an apple cake. Our neighbors, I'm sure, are sick of getting these care packages on their front doorstep
doubt
because
it.
I've just been going up and down the street with
Oh my
bags of like
God.
baked goods. It's been
You're
good.
like a little Santa Claus.
I am. Santa
Aw.
Claus?
Yeah.
What's a
Santa
Santa?
Claus. I don't know.
Oh,
that's
Santa.
that's what they call them in. There is a. I'm gonna look that up right now. Now you were saying. Oh, I was gonna say something about baking, which is why
Yes.
you told me as we were coming up the stairs.
Save it for the podcast.
Shut it and save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
So, Sinterklaas, I do need to look this up because it is a legendary figure based on Saint Nicholas, patron saint of children. It's a Dutch name
Oh, okay.
for him. Yes.
Look at you with your Dutch and your IKEA.
Oh, and Dutch is Hygge is also
Hygge?
Dutch. What I wanted to say as I was coming up the stairs was one of my new favorite shows
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
is a baking show because I love all those baking shows. Like I don't watch them year round, but I love the Halloween ones. I love the Christmas ones just to see what these cake and chocolate and pumpkin carving artists make. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Then I discovered there is one called Wizards of Baking or something. It's set on the Harry Potter sets.
Oh,
It takes
wow.
place on the actual movie sets.
Oh, my God. wow.
Hosted by the Weasley twins.
No.
And all their baking is Harry Potter themed
Oh, my
baking
God.
challenges.
That is totally up your alley.
Amazingly so. And it's very cool. They get to go on the Hogwarts Express, like the people who
Oh, my
won
God.
the first round, they get to go on the
Oh,
Hogwarts
cute.
Express to Hogwarts. And it's just like you see these people and they're like kids when they get on the sets.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
It's so exciting and it's pretty amazing. So I just wanted to say that because I am a Harry Potter nerd.
Do you know if there's any vegan baking shows?
No, however, one of the competition shows I like to watch is the Great British Bake Off.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they, in their most recent season, had a vegan episode,
Oh.
which was quite interesting because, most of the bakers had never baked anything vegan. And a lot of them made some really incredible stuff that the judges were very impressed by.
Oh, good.
So it was really cool to see that. Yeah.
Good. All right. The last thing I wanted to tell you, and this has been on my list of things to talk to you about for a while.
Yes.
There is a new bottle shop that's opened up around the corner from us
Okay.
on Harvard
Uh-huh.
called Canary Counter.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Yeah, it's this really cute bottle shop. And I think the owner is Maltese or something like
Okay.
that. And Don, on his way home from work, usually comes home with 2 bags of delicious wine.
Okay.
Stocks up.
Uh-huh.
And the other day he was there getting our latest stash, and he was talking to the owner, and he mentioned that you and I do a podcast.
Right.
And he mentioned your name, and she said, "Oh, the social herbivore?
What?
She knows you."
What?
Yeah.
Who is she?
I don't know. But we should go there
We
and
should.
get some wine.
Oh, that would be fun.
And then I was thinking maybe we could do a wine episode there.
That would be fun. But we
Yeah,
definitely need to do something there. That would be super
let's
fun.
go there and visit first, and then we can see what happens.
Okay. Awesome. Now, before we get on with the show, I do have a new song for you.
Oh, okay.
But I do want to just mention that when we were downstairs and you were saying, what do you want to drink? And I said, I'll just have a glass of water. And then you were getting yourself a glass of water. And I said, aren't you going to have a gin and Dubonnet today? And he said, and Mike said, no, because I'm going to the gym. And I said, well, how about a gym and Dubonnet? And I thought, how about a gym and Dubonnet? No.
Applause.
Yes, okay. But I thought the drum. Da-dum-bum.
Oh, okay. Ready?
How about a gym and Dubonnet? Thank you. God.
I thought you were looking for applause.
Well, both of them would have been appropriate. Anyways, I thought that would be hilarious if Mike took a water bottle full of Dubonnet.
Gin and Dubonnet.
Yeah, and did that at the gym.
Or just Dubonnet. Then I could have gym.
And Dubonnet. Yeah, that would be quite the workout.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, so you have a new song.
I have a new song for you. So we will be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that song is by, the artist is named Joe.
Uh-huh.
That's his musical name.
All right.
His real name is Joe Keery.
Okay.
And he's one of the stars of Stranger Things.
Oh. Okay.
Do you know the show?
No.
Like you've not watched it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so he plays one of the older teenagers and his character is hilarious. He was supposed to be killed off in the first season.
Okay.
But the audience fell so in love with him that they expanded his storyline and now he's a key part of it. Anyways, he has, I didn't know that he had a whole musical career. And I just discovered his music, which is so, it's very different. Like they call it psychedelic or neo-psychedelic indie rock. To me, it reminds me kind of like an era of the Beatles, like when they were singing Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, their psychedelic era. Yeah. That 70s sort of rock vibe. I just love the chill vibe that it gives.
Yeah, yeah.
And what did you think of it?
Yeah, it's definitely, the description that you gave about connecting it with the Beatles, Lucy in the Sky, that sort of thing, it did definitely have that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It sounded a bit like a letter that was made into a song. That's what I first thought about. It's like he wrote this letter and he then just started singing to it.
It's kind of, it is in a way like that because he's talking about how he misses LA. And then it's called Chateau. People think it's about Chateau Marmont, which is a landmark hotel and bar in LA that everybody goes to and it's been there forever. So it's just sort of a love letter to feeling nostalgic about that and about having met a girl there that was like a summer romance. So I don't know. I have been really digging his music lately because it's such a different genre for me.
Yeah.
And it's just such a cool kind of very different vibe from anything I listen to.
Yeah, it definitely is different, like very slow and moody.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's great. Because the other thing I was thinking of was how did she come across this song? Like, I can't imagine this being played on any of the stations that you listen to.
No, because when I discovered he was an artist, I was like, okay, I want to check out his music. So I just played his Essentials playlist on Apple Music. And his most famous song is called End of Beginnings. Okay. And it did get airplay and it was his kind of biggest hit that he's had so far. But I kind of love him as a
musician,
as an art, like as a performer. And also he's donating all of his, all of the profits from his current tour to LGBTQ charities and stuff. So he's just a really cool person too. He's not LGBTQ at all, but he is just, I don't know. I just think he's a cool human. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
He does have that rock and roll look. That's for sure.
Oh, did you just look him up?
Yeah.
He's very cute. And I think you would really like his character. He's such an asshole at the beginning, but he becomes like this guardian of all these little kids.
How many seasons is that?
I think this is the 5th and final season that is out. Or is it the 4th and final? It's been going on for a long time. They started it like 10 years ago.
Yes.
It's crazy. But
and
pandemic.
This is a really good segue into our episode.
Kind of it is.
Right?
Yes. So what are we talking about this week, Mike?
Well, we did mention last week that for the first few episodes of our second season, we were covering second acts in a variety of different ways.
Yes, we did. And this week we're looking at artists who've made comebacks in their career, in their musical career. Although you make a good point, like this would actually be a cool topic to do, and I think we kind of did something like this before, but actors who launched actual singing careers. I think we did something like that, but we did. We got to go back to the vault and figure that out.
Well, the reason why I thought that this was a good segue was because one of the artists on my list, and I think I may have approached this a bit differently because I don't know if I necessarily was making my list through the lens of a comeback.
Okay.
It was more like second time around in a variety of different ways. Yeah. And as I was doing my extensive research, it got me to thinking about what are the kinds of things that influence these artists that have a second coming.
Okay.
And immediately I was thinking.
In some of my business meetings, I have a second coming. Thank you.
Okay. And that, new little listeners, is something you can expect sprinkled throughout the episodes.
Yes. TMI. Sorry, continue.
It got me to thinking about how, like, what are the different things, like, how did these artists all of a sudden have these quote unquote comebacks? Right. Or how is it they become back on the radar? And it made me think about TV shows. And Stranger Things was integral to a few songs, one of them being
Kate Bush.
That's right.
Yes.
Running up that road.
And
running up that hill. And running up that building.
Baby.
Yo.
Yeah.
And only who. I don't know the words, but.
I don't know more of the words either, but that song sure did get a second life.
Yes, it did. And it ended up #1 on the British charts.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Yeah. So I went down this rabbit hole of looking at these other TV shows that may have influenced these, musicians and artists coming back. Yeah.
But when you mentioned Kate Bush, that made me think of Tracy Chapman and her song Fast Car.
You got a fast car. Yeah.
Which somebody, a country singer had remade.
Jelly Roll.
Was it Jelly Roll?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it Jelly Roll?
I thought it was Luke Combs. Yeah, it's Luke Combs.
Oh, Luke Combs. Luke Combs, Jelly Roll.
But I know, to you, all those white country singers look alike.
That's not true.
But she got a huge, or that song at least, got a huge resurgence.
Yeah. And then she played it at the Grand Ole Opry with him or something like that.
Or some country music awards or something.
We don't know. My facts are all wrong.
We're all over the place. But they did perform it light.
Yeah.
Live.
Grand Ole Opry. So so then I started thinking about TV shows and that sort of thing. And then, of course, Glee came up because Glee was this oddball show where it was focused around what was the group?
It was like a pep rally. No, it was like
it was
what
the New Directions.
Oh, right. The name of the actual group.
Yeah, the New Directions, and they were the school choir in a way, right?
Yeah. They were the Glee Club.
The Glee Club, yeah.
But they were called New Directions.
And there were lots of songs that they sang.
True.
That I think ended up getting back onto the radar. And I mentioned it, I think, in the last episode where I was talking about Journey, right? Because I had asked the question, was Journey, was it kind of like the big song to sing in karaoke before Glee? Because Glee really did put that back on everyone's radar, I think.
Yeah, okay. Huh, that's a good question,
Because that was
that was 2009.
You said no. You very definitively said no without even hesitating.
Yeah, I do feel like we had been to the Gladstone pre-2009.
Yeah.
And that song it's always sung at the Gladstone. Like it's one of the songs that is almost ubiquitous. Like every evening, somebody will sing that song.
And then we couldn't think of another Journey song.
No, we couldn't.
Any way you want
That's
it,
the only-
that's the way you need it.
That's
Any
actually,
way you want
Jason
it.
mentioned that in his email.
He did, yes.
Yes, he did.
Shout out to Jason again.
Shout out to Jason. That is a good segue that you've kind of, or like path that you've gone down in terms of second acts. What are some of the other songs that came out of TV shows then?
There were 2 songs that were in Stranger Things.
Okay.
And one of them was a Metallica song and the other one was Kate Bush. But then some of the other articles that I saw, there was, and I didn't know this because I thought this band became, well, I guess they did. The Fray. Do you remember The Fray?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
What song of theirs?
How to Save a Life.
Oh, I love that song.
So that album came out before it was used in that Grey's Anatomy episode. But the Grey's Anatomy episode was what kind of catapulted them into more stardom. That was another song. And then, do you watch Wednesday?
I watched the first season, but I couldn't get into the second one.
Okay, yeah, I haven't watched it. Don has watched it, and he really liked it. But there's apparently on episode 4, there's a song by the Cramps called Goo Goo Muck.
Never
heard of them, but yeah.
Never heard of the song either.
Yeah, either have I. But I guess the Cramps are a kind of band that some people know, notable enough to be in this in this article.
Okay.
So yeah, those were just some of the ones that I saw.
So your interpretation of this theme was basically was not necessarily artists who have kind of come back after being away for a while, but it was more like songs or something that were given new life.
Well, a combination of because then there were well, and I have some other things to say about this as well that maybe we'll get to. But there are certain artists like Dusty Springfield, right? I mean, she was a big deal.
You don't have to say you love me. Is that her?
Dusty Springfield. She sang in the 60s. I Only Want to Be With You.
Okay.
Only want to be with you. Stay a While. I'll Try Anything. And in 1968, she released Son of a Preacher Man.
Oh, yeah. And
Right?
she did sing that song that I was just doing. You don't have to say you love me. Just wanted to make sure it was her. Yeah.
Okay. But then in the 80s, she did that track with the Pet Shop Boys.
Which song?
What have I done to deserve this?
She sang on that?
Yeah. Since you went away, I've been hanging around. I've been wondering why. I feel it down.
Was she singing that part or was...
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was Dusty Springfield.
Okay. I'm going to have to listen to that song again.
Yeah.
I was just talking about the Pet Shop Boys with a friend the other day. Actually, with Katie, who was on our podcast. And we were just talking about some of the bands we used to listen to in high school. Because she names all these alternative bands. She's like, do you know these guys? I'm like, no. No.
I wasn't cool enough.
I wasn't. The most alternative stuff I listened to was Depeche Mode, The Cure, Pet Shop Boys. And then she said, I love Pet Shop Boys. And we started talking about them. New Order. Yeah, like that whole kind of.
Yeah.
But the other, like, I don't know. Some of the bands she mentions, I'm just like,
yeah.
Whew, right over my head.
She's, yeah. I remember her talking about some of the bands and I was like, yeah, she's
I don't know any of the bands
cool
she ever
for me.
mentions. Yeah. She also had me listen to Bjork.
Oh, God.
Several songs of Bjork. And I was just like, I don't get it.
No, I don't get that either. I know.
It just sounds like noise. Like noise, but it sounds like singing to musicality that is not meant for the song that she's singing. Like they don't go together.
I know. Dawn and I have different tastes in music.
Okay.
And I think you and I are very much aligned. We like our popular music.
We do.
Regardless of the genre, we like it popular, right?
Yes.
And so it's the kind of music that in our minds, it's logical, it makes sense. The notes and the tone and the cadence and all these things kind of go together and we're kind of conditioned for them. And that might be why rap is one of those ones that we don't do well with because,
that's right.
Or metal.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Can you hear anything?
I do hear something. Is somebody singing?
Oh, yes. So I don't know I doubt the mics will pick this up, but if it does, I just want to mention it. So in the house that we're in right now, we share a wall with this lovely couple next door who just had a baby in August. And his name is Miles. He's so cute. And the baby's playroom is in the room that our wall separates.
Like right here?
Right here, yes.
Oh.
So it's so cute when you're in here and you're working or doing something. You can hear them singing to him and joking and playing with him. It's so cute.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Can you hear him ever like giggling or doing
Oh, yeah,
anything?
you can hear him giggling.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
adorable.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, back to the music.
But
back
you
to
were
the music.
saying that you and Don have very different tastes in music.
Yes. So he likes the kind of alternative music and the music that doesn't really, in my view, it doesn't flow the way
Right.
I expect it to flow.
Okay.
Kind of like Bjork.
Yes.
Tori Amos is almost in that a little bit as well.
Yeah.
What was this other one? Peaches.
Okay.
Yeah, like beyond my...
I get my peaches down in Georgia. Oh yeah. Not that one.
Not that kind of Peaches, no. Not the
Not the Justin Bieber
Justin
song.
Bieber, yeah.
Which is such a stupid song, but I love it so much. The beat is really good.
Do you know what he's singing about?
I mean, I think it's dirty.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Okay.
I mean, a Georgia peach is the best peach you can get.
Is it?
Juicy.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
And what songs do you have?
Okay, so I was looking more at sort of artists who kind of, were huge and then they disappeared for a while and then they kind of came back.
Yeah.
And the list of those artists is astounding, some of the names. Let me just pop some names into the ether for you. Elvis.
Yeah.
The Beatles. Tony Bennett. Elton John. Cher. Mariah Carey. Aerosmith. Did I already say them?
No.
No. It's incredible.
Santana.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. But it's quite amazing to look at some of these people because you think now, you're like, but they've always been around.
Yeah.
And you forget that for 5 or 6 years, or sometimes, in the case of Cher, for example, there were 17 or 18 years between her number one hits.
Yeah.
Dark Lady was a number one hit in 1974. And then, actually 24 years. And then in 1998, she came out with Believe.
Yeah.
So it's really, and then she had a total resurgence in her career. Aerosmith, who were huge in the 70s, then kind of had a lull with a few albums that didn't hit. And they came back in the mid 80s. Do you know what song launched their comeback?
Don't want to close my eyes.
That was part of that new phase, but it was Walk
This Way.
Yeah, with Run DMC.
Yeah.
I still remember watching that on TV.
Yeah.
And how crazy cool it was. Neither of these were artists that I listened to.
Right.
But I was definitely here for listening to them two perform together.
Okay. So you've touched on something, and this is that other thing that I have some thoughts about.
Okay.
And I know that we have talked about this before.
Okay.
This idea that artists are all going to be at the top of their game
Yes.
all the time throughout their entire career.
Right.
And maybe it's not that people expect them to, but I just find there's a bit of like this celebration of this, the comeback.
Yeah.
It's like maybe they're not actually coming back from anything.
Well,
Maybe they just were.
I think 24 years is maybe considered a comeback.
Yeah, but what were they doing? They might have been doing. It's not like all of them just stopped making
That's
music.
right.
It's
That's
just
true.
When these stories have the narrative that they were creating, like Mariah Carey, for example, she was always creating music.
She was.
It
wasn't hitting.
It wasn't hitting.
It wasn't connecting.
Another thought that I have about this is that there are other artists that move into those spaces.
That's right.
Right? So I think it's okay for these artists not to be. I know it's so cute.
I can hear it so loud.
It's okay. I think it's okay for these artists.
Well,
not
I don't
to
think
be
it's a
like
matter of
at the-
okay or not okay. It's just I mean, I'm not.
No, I know you're not judging, but I just,
Right.
as I'm reading these articles, though, it's just the framing of some of the articles. It just makes me think that they present it like these artists either gave up
Right.
or stopped creating altogether, or whatever they were doing wasn't really notable.
Right.
I think what it does is it takes away from how complex people are as artists.
I agree with you. I think
The complexity of being an artist.
yes, and it's just like, as we say, like a lot of these artists were still making music. It just wasn't hitting the top 10 or whatever. And So that is kind of, I mean, I don't know what that must feel like, that when you're still making music and you're trying, and the pressure to match the previous success or exceed the previous success must be crazy. And also, if you are releasing music and it's not connecting, what does that do to their psyche, or their
Yeah.
their self-esteem? Like, not to be able to hit the way that they used to. I don't know. It
I think
does
that's
make you wonder a lot.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is it makes the assumption that they're making music to be number one hits.
Right.
Like I remember reading an article about Ed Sheeran
Mm-hmm.
and him talking about how intentional and focused he was on creating a hit album.
Mm-hmm.
And he had several albums, and he was very methodical and very structured and
Okay.
intentional about these being hits and wanting to create these hits.
And were they all hits?
And he's been very successful.
No, he's been, yeah, but were
Yeah.
those albums that he was talking about, were they hits, or did it take him a while?
Yeah, I think they got the kind of accolades that he was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember in this article something about him and Beyonce and how he was competing against her
Wow.
because they were basically head neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was trying to compete against
Really?
her. Yeah.
I don't even see them two in the same sphere. It's so strange.
So
Huh.
so that's one way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, even that song that you just played today, I
Right.
don't know if that artist is necessarily thinking about creating the music to be a number one hit, or if it's just this is the art that he needs to create. And if people
Mm-hmm.
appreciate
resonates.
it, whether it's
Yeah.
8 million copies or 5 copies, it's
Right.
really the experience of creating the artwork.
Yeah. This is really making me think, because there are so many artists who are indie artists, and that makes me think of that line in Taylor's song, "You found comfort or whatever with some indie artist
Much
whose
better
record is
money.
much cooler than
Yeah,
mine."
yeah.
That not every artist is going to be mainstream
Mm-hmm.
or hit the Billboard top 100 or top 10 or whatever, because they just don't fit into the categories that mainstream music allows for.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Conrad, who is a guest on our podcast talking about country music, he mentioned that too, that he doesn't listen to a lot of mainstream country music. He finds his artists that he appreciates sort of on the discover
Right.
list that
Yeah.
pops up when you are on Apple or Spotify or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're right, like all of these artists, I mean, all the ones that I mentioned are definitely mainstream, huge artists, but there are tons of people like Joe Keery or like so many other.
Justin Nizuka. Remember him?
Yes, and he was amazing.
Liam Titcomb.
Titcomb, wasn't it? Titcomb?
Titcomb, yeah.
Just an unfortunate name. But so many artists that we have appreciated that are not ever going to make those kinds of charts and not going to have that
Well,
kind
we
of
don't know
success.
if they're ever going to, but that's
Okay,
they're
true,
on a
true.
different.
They're on a different trajectory.
Yeah.
And maybe that's enough for them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't care about that. They are just enjoying
But making
their
good art.
Yeah.
Yeah, art that they like.
And you know what? I have to say, like, there is something to that level of artist, because I don't even want to say that level, but I love seeing artists perform in smaller venues. Like,
yeah.
yes, watching Taylor do her Eras tour was one of the highlights of my concert going life. But one of the other highlights was seeing Shawn Mendes at the amphitheater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I can't really tell you if I liked one better than the other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Amphitheater's pretty big though.
it is pretty
It's
big.
not as
but
big as a stadium, but
no, and it's a
yeah.
completely different vibe,
Yeah.
right?
I thought you were going to say something like the Mod Club or Danforth Music Hall or something like that.
Yeah.
I love those kinds of venues.
I do love those venues.
Yeah, those are great for
But I
seeing
just can't
kids.
think of anybody that I've seen there that I've been dying to see. But
Oh, I see. Yeah.
but like Shawn Mendes, like, and he is a huge artist, but just seeing him in a smaller venue, I feel like just felt more special
Right.
in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who else have you got on your list?
Well, all the artists that I mentioned, but I just thought it was really interesting, some of the facts of how long it was between hits. Like for Meatloaf, It was 17 years between hits. 2 Out of 3 Ain't Bad was a number 11 hit in 1978. And then I Would Do Anything for Love, I love that fucking song, was number 1 in 1993.
Have I ever told you my Meatloaf story?
No.
When I was a kid? So that Bad Outta Hell album, I loved that
Good
album.
album.
And so I don't know how old I would have been. My sister would have been about 5 or 6. So maybe she was a little bit older. But anyways.
Oopsies.
Okay.
And we're out of time, folks.
Yeah.
See you next week.
So when I was a kid in the summertime, I had to babysit my sister. And I have vivid memories of going to my friend's house. His name was Rob Diaz. He was a friend from school. And we would go over to his house, and Rob had a record player, and he had that record. And we would compete on singing that with the record. Little listeners, if you were born, in the 2000s, you had to flip the record over. Oh, no, there are records still around. Yeah. Never mind. I know. I was just thinking people won't know about records because back then we didn't have
Vinyl is huge.
Yeah. So he would put the record on and we'd start with the first song and one of us it'd be our turn. We'd get up and we'd have to sing every word of every song on that side.
Right.
And if you made a mistake, then we'd start again. He would get up.
Wow, pressure.
Yeah. And
Is
we
that
would do
where
that
you developed your
several times a week.
talent of learning the lyrics to every song?
Maybe,
it
actually.
Must be.
Maybe.
Huh.
Yeah. But I have vivid memories of that. I don't know what my sister's, I don't know if she remembers. I'm going to have to ask her.
Do you remember any of the albums you sang?
It was the Meatloaf album.
Oh, just that one.
That was the album.
Only
that
one.
summer, that was our album. And when that album comes, any song comes on, I know the words. It's like riding a bike.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You do go into you have really intense sort of phases where you just listen to one album forever, or you also had a phase where you watched The Breakfast Club so many times in 1 year.
Yeah.
You told me something like you watched it every day
every day after school.
Yeah. For how long?
Oh, it must have been about a year and a half.
Every day?
Every day. I loved that movie.
How did you not get sick of it?
I don't know. I think when you're a teenager, don't you remember being a teenager and your hormones are going crazy and you kind of you're so confused about how you feel about different things and you're just all over the place. And that I found to be a movie that just kind of spoke to me on so many different levels. I think it was that the characters were all so unique and different. And maybe I saw myself in each one of them.
Yeah.
In some little way. And also how fucking, torturous high school could have been. And there were times when it was, but
it was such a,
I had a
do
good
love
high school
that movie.
experience though.
I had a great high school experience too, but I love that movie. And all of those characters were so unique and they were all special. It wasn't like there was any character that was a throwaway.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man, I loved it.
Don't you forget about me. All right. Anything else on your list with these second time arounds?
No, I guess maybe I will just mention, I did already mention Tony Bennett, who was huge in the 50s and 60s, but then not again until he had a hit song called Body and Soul with Amy Winehouse.
Oh, right.
That they recorded 4 months before her
she
death.
died. Yeah. Yeah.
And I have seen, I think it was in her documentary, in the documentary about her life, they show her doing that, recording that. In that recording session, she was so nervous to sing with him, but the way he speaks about her and how she would have been one of the greats, the great jazz singers. It's a goddamn shame, I tell you. But then he also sang a bunch of duets with Lady Gaga in the jazz genre.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is also, there are some great songs on that album. So
meshing the old and the new.
Old and the new, yeah.
But what about these other groups like Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block and Jonas Brothers, those sorts of things?
They have had a lot of resurgences too. Like Jonas Brothers right now they came back after they've gone their solo ways and now are on tour right now. And I just watched
a Christmas movie.
I just watched it.
Okay,
A Very Merry Jonas Christmas or something.
It looks so cheesy.
It is so funny.
Is it?
They poke so much. They're not afraid to take the piss out of themselves, which I love about them. And it's quite a hilarious movie.
Oh, good.
I watched it with my mom and Danielle, and we were laughing out loud.
Okay.
So
We'll have
I
to check
do
that out.
recommend it.
It's always good to have some lighthearted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And new ones, right? Because we
Yeah.
watch the same old Christmas movies all the time.
When does your show or TV movie come out? Weren't
My
you in
TV movie?
Weren't you in a holiday movie?
No.
What did you film?
That was a Hallmark movie. Oh, it was a Canadian Tire Special Olympics commercial.
No. The holiday. What did you film at that big mansion up in
That
Richmond
was
Hill?
last year, though.
I know, but
I don't think
that wasn't for Christmas.
Was it at Christmas? I don't even remember now.
Huh.
All right, folks. And on that note of our fading memories.
So that's just a snapshot of the second time around, because there's like Kesha.
There's a lot.
There's, I said, Carlos Santana.
Mm-hmm. But again, these
Tina
people were
Turner.
making, yes, but that was slightly different because she was in a group with her husband.
Mhm.
So she was in a musical duo, and then she
Oh,
became.
that's another episode.
That's a whole other episode.
That's a whole
We've
other
got more
episode.
episodes like this coming up for you
Yes,
guys,
we
where
do.
we're talking about the sophomore. Is that what they call it in the States? Is it the sophomore year, the second year?
Oh, yeah.
They talk about that a lot in TV shows, like the
Okay.
sophomore slump, where you'll have a great first season of a show, and then the second season will be kind of iffy. So we're just talking about that, sophomore seasons of many, many different.
Our second season of our podcast, though, is not going to be iffy. It's
There's
going
no
to be a
slumping
banger.
here. It's going to be a banger. And
All right.
boy, did my business partner
Oh,
banger a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, God.
Drum roll. Or applause.
Or,
Yes.
there we go.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Well, little listeners, thanks for tuning into this episode. And if there are second time around bands that we've missed,
I'm sure there are.
or that you've loved and you're glad that they came around that second time,
Yeah.
or what if there was a band that you didn't know about and the second time they came around, then you got into them?
Right.
Let us know.
Tell us.
Yeah, write in.
Yeah.
How would they do that,
We
Priya?
don't need to tell them again. We already
We
told them at
do.
the beginning.
We got to tell them all the time.
You can slide into our DMs at the LIITL Podcast. That's LIITL Podcast. Or send us an email at likeitsinthelyrics@gmail.com.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Now it's time to go. So we'll see you next Wednesday, because
We
we're
sure
going to be running up that road.
Running up that hill. Running up that building.